welcome back. And if you joined us late, we're talking about our history and about how important it is to preserve what we have before it's vanished, for our children and our children's children, and our heritage is there. And I have two people. Kelly Odom is here, and also Dr. Ann Payden, and they are both members of the Greenville County Commission for Preservation. And we have had in the news recently the Wilkins House, and it's on Augusta Road. And for years, every time I've driven by there, it's just kind of so beautiful. And I've never been inside, but I guess it's elegant.
It is.
And all of a sudden, it was to be destroyed.
Correct.
What happened?
The property went under contract. It's been for sale because it sits on such a valuable piece of land, 4 acres, right in the middle of Augusta Road and so close to downtown, right off I-85. 185. So the property's under contract and the developer's coming in and he can't reuse the building in his current project. So
he's going to build a retirement home or something.
Correct.
There.
That's exactly right.
You know, like there's no other land around that you could put it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You can see I'm a lover of old buildings and antiques. Okay.
Sure. But a group of us together banded together to form the Save the Wilkins House initiative, and we partnered with the Palmetto Trust for Historic Preservation. We're trying to raise funds in order to move the home to a new site, which will be just 2 blocks away on the corner of Mills Avenue and Elm Street.
Now, Kelly, won't that be the biggest building that has ever been moved?
Definitely
almost?
In South Carolina, just about the southeast. I mean, it's 1,000 tons.
Because this is a huge house, elegant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and one of the things is the interior walls are solid brick, and they're 18 to 24 inches thick. So the weight of the building itself is immense.
Right.
So how can you, that's going to be, you could sell tickets to have people
exactly
see
right.
it being moved.
We're just about doing that.
That's right. Before, I mean, with anybody who makes a donation, the weekend of May 9th, we're going to have a bon voyage party. Before the house is moved, you get a chance to come in, see the house, explore it before it's moved to its new site.
Now, that took a lot of money and a lot of planning.
Most definitely.
Right.
Where are you going to move it, and how did you find the place to move it to?
Certainly. Well, with the help of another local developer who's helping, he's putting forth the most amount of money to move it. It's going to cost $720,000 to relocate it.
And you had to have the piece of property to put it on.
That's exactly right. And 720 doesn't even include that. So.
But you do have the land.
Land has already been secured.
Secured.
Yes, at the corner of Mills and Elm. You could literally throw a rock to it from its current location. So that helps in keeping it in its historic relevance. And probably once you take off the additions that other businesses have added to it, I think it'll be historic eligible.
And you say there's one developer or builder who has been significant in helping with this?
Right, he's already offered to pledge
I think you should
half.
at least tell his name.
Oh, definitely, Neil Wilson.
All right.
And so, so that's left us with 360,000 other to raise, and we've so far has raised 260,000 of that. So we do have 100,000 more to raise.
Now, how long do you? I mean, is there a time limit?
Oh, there's definitely a time limit. We have till just about the first 2 weeks of May to get that all together.
Wow, that's scary.
But we are most definitely. But we need everybody's help.
Many people have come forward.
And a lot of the money has been $20 or $25 from a person.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now how do you physically move? Do they have to take the building in sections?
No, it will be moved all together in one piece, and it's not like it's going to be attached to a truck and then moved like we've seen some of the other structures around Greenville County.
That's what I was wondering.
It's actually going to be 4 smaller devices. I don't know exactly what you call them, but it will, they keep it level as it moves, downhill. It levels the house just to make sure.
You're going to have to stop traffic.
It will be it's going to be a historic event in itself.
Oh,
I think all of Greenville County is going to come out and see it.
This should make the national news.
Oh, it will. It will.
Because it's a huge place to begin with. And so you have a nice place to move it to.
Yes, yes. It's a little over half an acre, but it looks beautiful. We've seen it, you know, computer
All right, now
done.
once it is secured in this new
Mm-hmm.
area, what are they going to do with it? What
Well, it
will
will
it
have-
be used for?
Also, with partnering with the Palmetto Trust, it will have an easement placed on the home, which will protect it in perpetuity. It always has to be kept up.
Oh, thank heavens.
Right, and it does have to be open to the public at least 4 times a year. And Neil Wilson's mentioned that he will let groups such as the Historical Society come in and have fundraisers in the home throughout
Well,
the
is
year.
somebody going to live there?
It probably will have a public use. We're not really sure exactly what as of yet until the home gets finished.
Okay, because I was thinking, what a wonderful place, you know, for receptions and,
Oh, most
and that sort of thing. It could be a moneymaker.
Exactly right.
Well, it
There you go, yeah.
was, because that's what it was being used for.
Yeah, and it was being used very successfully.
Right. Weddings and that kind of thing were constantly going on.
How old is the Wilkins house?
It was built 1876, and when Mrs. Wilkins passed away in 1933, it was immediately started to be used as commercial space.
Because they did not have,
They had one son,
anyone-
but he passed away.
so now the land in the house is owned by people from all over the world, and they don't care.
Well, they're just, you know, most of them don't even know the home because they live, like you just said, across the world. So just disenchantment, nothing personal. That's just it. It's impersonal.
Yeah, so as a result, we're just about to avert a tragedy.
And I try to tell everybody that every dollar that we give to save the Wilkins house is a vote for preservation in Greenville County, so that both the city and the county council will know that we mean to do something, not just sit and grumble.
Well, the city, they have been supportive, the city of Greenville?
Oh yes, the mayor and city council, Gay Sprague, both have been very supportive, very vocal. You know, have appeared on television to promote it. Both have, you know, and other
Right.
members of city council have personally donated to the cause as well.
So you feel that this is going to be all right?
Absolutely. But we do need everybody. We do still need help, though.
Right. We need those dollars.
Well, why were you given this? I mean, that wasn't very long,
No.
that deadline. I mean, they didn't give it you until July or...
Right. Well, time is money, and especially in the world of development. So,
And what is going to be there?
a retirement facility.
Not anything that anybody would want to gaze at, I'm sure. Am
I'm
I
sure
right?
it will be nice. I'm sure it will look good. So,
You're an optimist. But I think, how many people are involved in historic preservation in here? Do you have any idea?
well, historic preservation can, you know, hit even the grassroots levels. There's just so many people. For instance, when we were doing our survey,
But you're on the commission, both
That's
of you.
right.
I mean, you're important
Right.
people.
no,
We are volunteers
That's
and
right.
laborers.
But you've
And
gone out on a
servants.
limb for this
Right.
particular event, and,
But we're
and I
all-
guess others as well.
Right, like the Pelham Mill and the Blythe Haygood House. And there's a couple of places in the southern part of the Greenville County that Fort Shoals Historical Society has decided to work for. And Piedmont groups are working for downtown Piedmont and saving the footbridge. And if you put all these people together, there are hundreds in Greenville County. And I've even tried to say, if you've bought an older home, over 50 years old in Greenville County, you're a preservationist. If you're living in an older home, you're a preservationist because you've taken that home and made something wonderful out of it for yourself.
And we have many places here in the upstate
Exactly.
that are truly beautiful. And it costs a lot of money to maintain, for instance, an old house like the Wilkins house. But you say it was paying for itself.
no,
where
it was a
stood.
profitable entity.
Yes.
So do you think now it will, when it's moved and settled, it will be the same?
Without a doubt, yes.
But I hope they'll let the public in more than 4 times a year.
Oh, I'm sure they will. That's just what he's mandatory.
Guaranteed.
Well, he is a hero,
Without
Yes,
a doubt.
he is.
and I'm glad I wanted people to know. And of course, all the other people who are working on this
Correct.
are right there with him.
Oh, yes, yes.
Well, when the house is moved, does it need then to be, I mean, it doesn't need restoration?
It will. I mean, you're going to take off the additions that were put on back when it was a mortuary. So the outer wall's there, but
It's been many things, hasn't it?
it has. It has.
I mean, it started out as a gracious family home,
Uh-huh.
and it was kind of showing people how successful he was when he built it.
Right.
Right.
And then it's been a mortuary. It's been now, you know, they've had weddings there, and it's kind of gone
Antiques as well.
an antique.
Retail space. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
But everybody who's been there has had an emotional attachment to the home.
So now you don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be moved, and do you know when it's going to be moved? That's so we can all get ready.
Right now, as of right now of this taping, it may be around May 10th. So,
That they'll actually move the house.
well, they'll start prepping the house for moving.
I was going to say this is a big deal.
No, yeah.
I still think you should sell tickets so we can all stand there and see the house move, and that would give you a little nest egg, right?
We'll make a donation and you can come tour the
Okay,
house.
Okay. You have to make a donation in order to go through it.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
And it can be a small donation.
Yeah, any amount.
All
Any
right, now,
amount.
we have a phone number, which is an 803 number, so it isn't local, 422-7803, or the website, www.palmettotrust.org. And you can find out about all the things we've talked about, including the books and the things about our own precious history, to save for our children and our grandchildren and those who come after us. And you're both writing books. I think it's exciting.
It is. It
We
is.
think so too.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for
Thank
coming
you
and
so much.
thank you for all you're doing.
This venue is what we needed.
Well,
Thank
we
you.
hope everybody's going to take an interest in this and go see the house and whatever. We'll all be cheering you on. So wherever you are, stay happy, and we'll see you next time.